Well, what do you know? Despite rising interest rates, home prices did not crash and burn in 2023. In fact, they were pretty darn resilient. Amid scary headlines and reports that it was all over, 2023 was actually not a terrible year for real estate values. Local markets vary, of course, but in general, the rate of appreciation slowed and prices settled, but the major crash that so many experts were predicting did not occur. What you see is a price dip in Q3 and Q4 back in 2022. It coincides not only with increased interest rates. You may recall that this time last year, we saw 7% for the first time in almost 20 years, but that also coincided with seasonality. And that little dip that naturally comes with seasonality towards the end of the calendar year may have made it seem worse than it was. As we go and review the numbers for 2023, I think you're going to see a similar trend. Q3 and Q4 tend to be slower times of year for real estate because most people are moving or buying houses in the spring or in the summer. And keep in mind, this fall, rates rose to 8% for a little while. You're going to see a dip, but I don't think you're going to see a crash. In fact, in my area, year over year, prices are still up. Yes, a house right now is selling for more than a house did this time last year, and rates right now are higher than they were last year. Here's something to note. With the rate of appreciation slowing, the year-over-year difference in price is less. September of 2022 compared to September of 2023 is only different by about 2 or 3% year over year. If you compare that same time year over year of September 2020 to September 2021, prices were up 20.5% in my area. And that is why today's market feels so awful. We got used to massive appreciation year over year, 15, 20%. But that was the anomaly. A 2 to 3% year over year appreciation is far more normal. Rates just increased again, and there are rumors that we could see more increases beyond this. Those rate increases will slow things down a bit, but prices are still holding. And even if prices start to fall a little bit like they did last year, a massive crash seems highly unlikely. The key is to start thinking about real estate a little bit differently. Yes, you can own a great home. Yes, you can have the yard for your kids and dog to play in. All of those dreams can still come true for you, but you've got to switch your way of thinking, and you've got to start thinking like investors do. I'm Lindsey Johnson, your resource for all things real estate. See you next time.